What's up, everybody? My name's Rob Simmons. Welcome to my channel. As a request, I'll react to the Carpenters' full performance on The Tonight Show with the host Johnny Carson in 1973, which makes it 50 years ago, so we're going way back. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe or notification bell because I publish new videos almost every day and I take requests from subscribers. And you may have noticed that this is a pretty long video. That's because I figured I may as well do the whole segment on the show, which includes their musical performances and talking segments as well. So for that reason, let's get to it.
The Carpenters were on The Tonight Show just about the time they were really getting started and coming to national attention. And this Tuesday night, there'll be special guests on the Bob Hope Special. And on November 17th, Billboard magazine, which is kind of the Bible of the recording industry, is going to be devoting a special edition honoring the Carpenters. This is their new album, which contains 12 singles recorded in the last 4 years. 10 have sold over 1 million copies, and several.
They show us the cover?
Welcome, please, Carpenters.
There they are. I love that soothing beat. The audience has a great idea.
Before the second show, your guitar, it sounds so sweet and clear, but you're not really here. It's just the radio. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby?
Beautiful.
You said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you, I really do. Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way.
Oh, that's cool how the background changed.
Baby, 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 oh baby, I love you, I really do.
Yeah, I definitely reacted to this song some other time ago.
Rainy days and Mondays always get me down.
I can listen to Karen's beautiful singing voice all day.
What I got they used to call the blues. Nothing is really wrong. I'm feeling like I don't belong. I'm walking around some kind of lonely cloud. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. Funny, but it's I always wind up here with you. It's nice to know somebody loves me.
I can tell that everyone is having a good time, as well as they should be.
It's the only thing to do, to run and find the one who loves me. What I feel is come and gone before. There's no need to talk it out. What it's all about, hanging around, nothing to do but cry. Rainy Mondays always get me down. Hanging around, nothing to do but cry.
I was hoping those two would also give their background vocals. Oh, their three voices blend together beautifully. Are we gonna get another song? Huh. The stars are gone. Ah.
No one ever cared if I should live or die. Time and time again, the chance for love has passed me by. And all I know of love is how.
You know, if I reacted to all three of these separately, I would guess that they're from different shows, judging by the background changing.
So I made my mind up, I must live my life alone. Though it's not the easy way, I guess I've always known I'd say goodbye to love. There are no tomorrows for this heart of mine. Surely time will lose these bitter memories, and I'll find that there is someone to believe in and to live for, something I could live for. All the years of useless search have finally reached an end. Loneliness and empty days will be my only friend. From this day love is forgotten, I'll go on as best I can.
You know, from being from 50 years ago, the video quality isn't that bad. Oh yeah, you got it, Richard.
What lies in the future is a mystery to us all. No one can predict the wheel of fortune as it falls. There may come a time when I will see that I've been wrong.
Okay, who is she sitting with? Was it her brother?
My song and this goodbye to love. I'll say goodbye to love.
Oh, background's changing again. Nice harmony. Oh, so it wasn't Richard. Unless it was all three of them, which I think might be the case. Oh yeah, it's great that the band gets a chance to shine. Bravo, guys. The audience has the right idea. I'm still dancing to it. Okay, I'll stop. Oh, they went to commercial.
Hey, it's good to see you again. Hey, 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 You said something usually, when you first started, you sat at the drums all the time. Now you're standing up more. You miss sitting back?
Well, yeah, they finally got the message across to me that they wanted me to get up. But, I was the only girl in the group, so they were looking at me.
Yeah.
For some of the songs, she says.
Yeah. Hey, it's so good to see you. You've had such a tremendous success the past few years. It's just
Thank you.
been incredible and well-deserved.
Oh, absolutely.
You're on the road a lot, and I understand you have the same problems. You work, what, 6 out of 7 days most of the time?
Just
yeah,
about,
when we go out on tour, it's 7 days a week.
Yeah. Do all the things happen? The luggage doesn't show up? The instruments don't show up?
Not long ago, we played Notre Dame.
Oh, Notre Dame, nice.
The day of the
I need to
USC
find that
home game. And,
so I can react to
we
it.
flew in late because we couldn't get a motel reservation because everything had been booked up.
Right.
like a
And
year in
we-
advance. They take.
We played the date, and then we were going to fly to Evansville that night.
Right.
And we lost an engine. We have a charter, a 2-engine plane.
And you lost an
Turboprop, and
engine?
we lost an engine. And
While we
just-
were in the air.
Oh, yeah, while we're...
Oh
and
boy.
He landed it, did a terrific job, but still...
Luckily, the screaming probably covered up the noise.
Right.
Didn't hear it.
It was a good thing, you know, because we didn't know about it. You know, we heard a power cut, but this was after we went to Notre Dame
Right.
and had an accident. It was a great day. And then we did the concert and got on the plane, split, and we were
You
like
lost
in
the
the air
engine.
about a half an hour. And
We heard a
power
sudden
cut.
drop in the sound on the right side, and then the pressurization went. Our ear
Right.
started to plug. But
Nobody
Everything
really
was
knew,
okay.
you know, because they didn't want to tell us because it would be instant.
But when we landed and we
Panic.
saw the fire truck, you know, and then we got off the plane and the men were in the funny suits, you know,
Yes,
asbestos.
we figured that nice. You know,
That's gotta
they
shake you a
really
little
take
bit.
care of the
Oh,
luggage.
yeah. But I mean, on the road, you know, it's one thing or another all the time.
Yeah.
I'd rather stay
Yeah,
on the
flying's always safer
ground.
than
Can't stay
driving.
down here either.
Yeah. There was some talk a while that you were going to do your own television show. Proceed on that, or are you giving it up, or what?
The special or?
No, just as a regular series that you were going to do.
I didn't think, we really don't, never got into that because
Yeah.
it takes, I'm telling you how much time it takes. That's right.
No, I understand.
But we like playing in concert, and really the concerts and the recording
Takes up all our
so much
time.
time.
Yeah.
We really wouldn't have the time.
Even though I'm in television, I think sometimes you miss on television. You can't really get the sound. There's nothing like an in-person concert. I take
Oh,
from music
no.
to get close to the audience
Oh,
and
yeah,
let them hear
I
the whole
agree.
thing.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like even from here to there, it's too far. You know, move them up, but then there's no room for the camera.
What's a gold album mean? Does that mean 1 million?
Okay, $1 million in sales is a gold album.
How many
That
you
means
got
it's
now?
about 440,000
You're right.
albums. Now, we've been lucky enough to have each of our albums, except the first one, sell over 1 million copies.
Yeah.
Now, the closest
That's
album
incredible.
sold about 4 million copies, and the others have all sold.
That's really incredible.
Oh, have all,
That's amazing.
Thank
all sold over 1 million. That's
I wonder what that
platinum
number is today.
when you
Platinum.
get
A million
when you get
units.
1 million units
that's
of an
great.
album sold.
Can I ask you a rather dumb question?
Sure.
With the success you've had, are you happier now performing than you were, say, when you were just starting? You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh yeah,
You're just
That's not
busier,
dumb.
happier.
Yeah.
a lot of pressure. You know,
Well,
we're happy.
that's
and
what I
this is
meant.
what we
Sometimes
wanted.
success doesn't always go along with it.
No, I mean things were a lot more. You know,
There have been a lot of groups, as you know, that have come up very quickly, and all of a sudden, because of that sudden success,
yeah.
it's disappeared
We're
very
trying to
quickly.
hold our own, you know, but there are a lot of pressures, you know.
Yeah.
This is what we wanted to do, but
Yeah, well, when you say, when you try and get a recording contract, and then you finally get one, and you say, oh, now all I have to do is get a hit. But you really don't know what that means until it hits. And then it kind of,
Then you want to get
you
the
can't
album,
really
then they gotta
call.
do
you hardly can get a job before you get a hit.
You
You know,
can't.
you're lucky, you know, if you get a thing here or there. Then the hit record comes along, and it's what you wanted, and all of a sudden the bookings start, especially if you sell albums.
Right.
And then they say, well, if you enjoy it, you know, you have to have a follow-up.
Isn't it
And
funny
you
how you
say-
run into all the people who said, boy, I knew then.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
You
they're
found
all-
friends real quick.
You know, it's once it happens, you never really know how it happens or when, but all of a sudden you go from here to here, and you're like, there's no stopping.
Yeah, well, the main thing is you still look
Skyrocketing.
like you're performing, and that
Oh,
comes
it's a
over.
Oh,
yeah, we love
That's
it.
the whole thing. Let me interrupt a second. Then you're going to do another thing, right, for us? Here's a day, a typical day. Yes, I have it right here. In the life of a lumberjack that you've been asking about. We're back. I understand this next thing you're going to do for us is based on a true happening. Something to do with you.
Yeah,
Richard?
it's a song that John Bettis and I wrote in 1967. We had a group, and we were trying to get a recording contract, and we weren't getting too far. And,
Nowhere.
We wanted to make some money to pay for some tapes that we wanted to record, so several of us worked for about 3 months in '67 at Disneyland. And they assign a guy to you who's actually your boss, but they call him a talent supervisor.
Right.
And we did not get along. Our attitude wasn't too good, and so we didn't get along with him too well. And he fired us, and we wrote a song about it.
About this guy who
Yeah.
scanned you?
And-
Good. Retribution rears his head. Okay, all set? You want to run over
Sure.
and join the group? Here are Carolyn, Richard, the Carpenters.
Oh yeah, they're going to perform again. I didn't say a lot during the talking segments because I wanted to pay attention to what they were saying and really take it in. And I gotta say, it was interesting.
Mr. Gouda, say, Mr. Gouda, may I have a moment with you? But there is something I've got to say, and please don't let it scare you away. Mr. Gouda, say, Mr. Gouda, I have seen you go through a day. You're everything a robot is for, clocking at 9 and roll out the door at 5. You reflect the company image, you maintain a roster by. Shine your shoes, let's keep an head.
Beautiful harmony.
That you're wearing a good inside. Mr. Gouda, say, Mr. Gouda, someday soon you may realize blow your life just playing a game when no one wins but everyone stays the same.
I see the smile on Karen's face. She's having fun. You know what? I don't think I've ever heard a song from them with no lyrics. This is the first time. It's almost like they're improvising.
Shine your shoes, let's keep that head. Now that you're wearing a good inside. Mr. Gouda, say, Mr. Gouda, someday soon you may realize your life just playing a game when no one wins but everyone stays the same. Say, yeah, yeah.
Bravo, guys. Bravo. And that's it. I have to say, of all the Carpenters videos I've done in the past, this one has to be one of the best, if not the best I've done thus far. That's simply because, well, they performed 5 or 6 different songs for us, and each performance was top-notch. Not one note was out of sync, and it was a ton of fun. And I could tell that each band member was having a good time on the stage, and as well as they should be. And then that brings me to my next subject. The reason I kept the talking sequence in when Johnny was talking to Karen and Richards because I wanted to hear what they had to say, and plus I thought it'd be interesting for you guys to hear as well. And the reason I said it's great that they have a lot of fun is because, well, like Richard said, there's a lot of pressure behind them performing, and it was really interesting to see or to hear how they went from having 1 or 2 jobs, if they're lucky, and all of a sudden they become famous, and it's the other end of the spectrum. They get so many bookings, and they're traveling so much that they don't have a lot of free time on their hands. So they went from here to here pretty much overnight, and that's how it happens. There's no gradual transition. It's, yep, they skyrocket, and when they travel, I can guarantee that flying is way safer than driving. Like Richard said, whenever they have road trips, there's always something that happens on the road. I can verify that as someone who's gone on road trips that are 20 hours long. There's always something, whether it's traffic related or whether they're related, you name it. Flying is so much safer than flying. And obviously I have a lot of homework to do because I need to see if I can find their performance at Notre Dame. You know what? I'm going to try to find that right now. The Carpenters, Notre Dame. And as a Notre Dame fan, I definitely need to find that. And so far I don't see it on YouTube. All I can find, and the reason I'm laughing is because all I can see is a bunch of videos of woodworking carpenters restoring the church of the Notre Dame Cathedral. So I guess that counts. And since they sold 4 million sold records in 1973, I wonder how many they sold today. That's another thing I'm going to look up. How many albums have the Carpenters sold? Yep, I'm not surprised. They sold more than 100 million records worldwide. I guess that counts both physical albums and digital albums. But all that being said, as always, let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you for watching.